Okay, so we continue with the earthworm. Okay, so earthworms are the alternate contractions and relaxation of the circular and longitudinal muscles result in a wave of peristalsis along the body of the earthworm. So the earthworm has two types of muscles, circular and longitudinal. So circular like this, like a circle. So longitudinal like a longitudinal section like this. Okay. So this is known as the two muscles in the earthworms. So they will have alternate contraction and relaxation. So it will cause the peristalsis. Okay, peristalsis occur along the body of the earthworm. Okay, peristalsis means like something like pushing. If in our esophagus, it will push the food, right? But this one just for movement. It will make the below the back part of this earthworm move to the front. Okay, so let us start with here. So here we start. We see the structure first. So we have posterior part of the earthworm. So posterior is at the back lah. Okay, this one is the front, anterior, and then kete. This one known as kete. Kete is like a hair for these worms to anchor or to touch the ground lah, like a hair. Okay, so a lot of kete ya. So this one plural lah, kete. Okay, known as kete ya. Okay, so kete is like a hair that will make this earthworm touch the ground lah, anchor to the ground. Okay, so first we start with this first one. The posterior longitudinal muscle contracts and the circular muscle relax. So this is posterior back. So we have a longitudinal muscle here. So it will contracts. Contracts. So contracts is, at the same time the circular muscle here. Okay. This one posterior longitudinal longitudinal contract. Okay. So this circular here, circular muscle relax. Okay, circular muscle relax. Okay, so the earthworm becomes shorter and thicker. Now, because of this action, it will make the earthworm become shorter and thicker. So the keywords here, you must remember shorter and thicker. So how it can become shorter and thicker? When this posterior longitudinal muscle contracts and circular muscle relax at the posterior. Okay, at the posterior. So become shorter and thicker. So the first one. So the number 2, the kete at the posterior segment anchor to the ground, while the kete at the anterior segment release their hold on the ground. So you see here, the kete here, okay, anchor to the ground. It will touch the ground lah. Anchor at the kete at the posterior segment. Whereas at the anterior, here is anterior, the kete release their hold on the ground. So it will be lift up. So the kete here not touch the ground. Okay. The kete at the anterior segment release the hold on the ground. So this one touch the ground, the posterior, but the anterior, the kete at the anterior release their hold on the ground. Mean not touch the ground lah. Okay. Number 2. So number 3 here, the circular muscle at the anterior segment contracts and the longitudinal muscle relax. So now at here, the anterior, the what we call, okay, the circular muscle here at the anterior, circular muscle, okay, circular, okay, the circular muscle here contracts, okay, and the longitudinal muscle relax. So longitudinal muscle here, this is the longitudinal muscle, relax. Okay, the earthworm becomes longer and thinner. So the earthworm now become longer and thinner. The action here because it's alternate, right? Because now the circular muscle contracts. Okay, circular muscle contracts and longitudinal muscle relax, so the earthworm become thinner. So the anterior segment front end extend forward. So this one will be extend forward. The anterior segment, because it's become thinner. Okay. Then number 4, the kete at the anterior segment anchor to the ground, while the kete at the posterior segment release their hold on the ground. So now here at the kete here, so the kete here at the anterior, now we see here as anterior, the kete will touch the ground. Okay, whereas here this posterior, the kete will lift, release their hold on the ground. Okay, so the posterior segment which is shortened is pulled to the front. So actually this one related to this one. This one. So the posterior segment which is shortened is pulled to the front. So now the posterior here will be pulled to the front. So that's why this posterior will move forward. It's like the anterior will pause a bit, and then all the posterior part will move forward. Then the cycle will be repeated. Repeated back to this one. So this is how the earthworm move. Okay, so I think I can show you a video. I'll show you a video about the movement of this earthworm so that you can understand more. So I can just show you this one. Okay. You can see this one, the anterior actually. So if you pause a bit, then it will pull the posterior part. Okay, this become shorter and thicker. Okay, when the longitudinal right. This one actually the circular muscle. So that's why it become thinner. Then when the longitudinal contracts, it will become shorter and thicker. This one, you see the circular muscle contract, so it will make this earthworm become thinner. This one longitudinal contract, so it become shorter, this part. So a bit slower lah. Okay, because it has to make sure all the parts can move.
Dapatkan hingga 10%.
Okay, so that's how the earthworm move. Okay.